Good. Today's topic of discussion is inspiring to aspire. Na mgeni wetu wa leo si mwingine ila ni Reinhard Namdi. Karibuni sana wenzetu. Tuko kwenye Pevuka TV. Kwa majina nikifahamika kama Edgar Kide. Madhumuni ya kuwa na hii Pevuka TV ni kuhakikisha tuliangalia kwa undani maslahi ya vijana yameachwa kwa muda mrefu. Ndio maana tukakuja na hii Pevuka TV kujadili maslahi ya vijana kwa upande wa kuuza bidhaa zao, kwa upande ya kuwaelekeza kimaadili, kwa upande wa afya yao ya kimsingi, na kwa upande wa kuwapatia confidence na ile ari ya kujisukuma kimaisha. Good. Today's topic of discussion is inspiring to aspire. Na mgeni wetu wa leo si mwingine ila ni Reinhard Namdi. Karibu Reinhard kwenye Pevuka TV.
Shukrani.
Asante kwa kufika. Tafadhali tueleze Reinhard ni nani?
Shukrani kabisa.
Yes.
Kwa majina mimi naitwa Reinhard Namdi.
Yes.
Na kuna wale wananijua kama Pastor Reinhard Namdi. Kwa mara nyingi nina kofia tofauti.
Kofia tofauti.
Wengine wananijua kama mcheza mpira, karate, na hata leo tunaenda kucheza basketball.
Yes.
So mimi navaa kofia tofauti. So thank you very much for inviting me here at Pevuka TV.
Yes.
I'm very humble. Yes. And thank you for the good work and the good initiative that you guys are having. Yes.
That is great. Reinhard, umetuambia kuhusu hizi kofia. Na nimeona umetaja karibu kofia 5. Tuelezee kuhusu hizi kofia za huyu Reinhard haswa.
Hizi kofia ni zaidi ya 5, lakini kwa vile umesema 5, acha niongelee hizo 5.
Utaongeza zikiwa zaidi pia sio mbaya.
Yes. Okay, Reinhard, my name is Reinhard Namdi.
Yes.
And mimi nilizaliwa Kisumu.
Yes.
Miaka zilizopita, my dad and mom was staying in Kisumu. And I was born during the regime when Reinhard Bonke was coming to Kisumu.
Oh yes, so, Reinhard Bonke.
Yes,
the gospel, the greatest
evangelist.
Yeah,
the late great evangelist.
Yes.
So I was named after Reinhard Bonke.
Yes.
Because that's the same year ambayo mama yangu na baba yangu waliokoka.
Oh yes.
So I mark their calendar.
Yes.
Of salvation.
Yes.
From there we located to a place called Murumba. Yes. I've been there for a while. Reinhard amesoma huko shule inaitwa Mutuni Mixed. From there I went to a very crazy school called Magombe Primary School.
Magombe. Mbona unasema Magombe kwa crazy jamani?
You know, some of us we didn't go to the group of schools.
Yes.
You know that there are those categories.
Yes.
There are those ones who went to group of schools, like in Busia, the group of schools. We have Victory Junior Academy, Ebenezer. Sisi hatukuenda. Unaona maneno. So for us, some of us who went to school barefoot.
Yes.
Yeah. We have a story. We have a story. To reach where I am, I have a story.
Yes.
So from there, I performed well. I went to Butler Boys High School. I was there for only 1 year.
Yes.
From Butler Boys, I went to St. Matthias. I was there for 2 years.
Yes.
From St. Matthias, I went to Vihiga.
Yes. Vihiga High School.
Vihiga High School.
Yes.
I was there for around 2-3 weeks. Maisha pale singeweza. Because I was this rude guy, this bad boy. Expansion kwa hizi shule. From there I went to Mundika Boys, St. Mary's.
Yes.
I was expelled in Form 3. Again. My 4th school.
Yes.
Then from there I went to Bujumba.
Yes.
It was a mixed school by then.
Yes.
So by the grace of God, I sat for my exam there, and I also did well.
Yes.
I did well. As much as all my life in school, time yenye nimekuwa home imekuwa mingi kuliko time nimekuwa shule.
Yes, unasema umekuwa kwa hizo shule karibu umetaja karibu shule 4-5. Nini kwa sababu tayari mimi naona muda mwingi ulipoteza wakati ambapo ungekuwa shuleni. Naona muda mwingi ulikuwa nyumbani. Nini haswa ambacho kilikuwa chanzo cha wewe kuwa na changamoto kama hiyo?
Okay, asante sana. Sasa hapo ndo mahali kofia zangu zinaanza kutokea. Kitu cha kwanza nilikuwa football. And in my entire life I knew that football will be my career. Football will be my career. So nilikuwa na kiburi kwa maana hakuna mwalimu angeweza kunipiga kiboko. Mbona nipige kiboko? Because like right now I'm in St. Matthias. And Bundika are chasing for me. Bujumba are chasing for me. Muhila are chasing for me. Vihiga are chasing for me. Na hiyo ilinipatia kiburi. Kofia ya football. Until today I still play football. I love football. Yes, even though I'm playing it not as a career.
Not as a career.
Passion. I just love football. Yes. That's one of the things ambayo ilifanya mimi kuwa na kiburi to that extent. I knew that even if I'm expelled in this school, there's a school that will get me without even paying school fees.
Yes.
You know? Yeah, and during those days, most young people in this town, tunakutana kwa shule, what we do is to play football. Yes. And I thank God because some of us right now are playing in Premier League. Yes, some of them are playing in Premier League. So I want to encourage a young man who is watching us that even football can take you far. We have a good friend of ours called Chetambe Danson.
Yes.
Currently in Bandari.
I know Chetambe.
I used to be his captain.
Okay.
Cheza farm.
Oh, yes.
Yes, so football can take you far. But discipline is key.
Discipline.
Yes. Most of my friends wako na mbali for the discipline. Discipline will push you. Na talent weekend. So in everything that you do, discipline should always come first. Yes.
Hiyo umetuelezea kuhusu kofia ya kwanza ambayo ni football.
Yes.
Hii kofia ya pili tafadhali.
Kofia ya pili.
Yes.
So baada ya kumaliza high school, alikuja by the grace of God I went to college, university. I'm a trained teacher. Kofia ya pili inakuja walimu pale. Now I'm a teacher by profession.
Yes.
Mwalimu ambaye hajakuwa kifunzo. I've only taught for kwa muda mfupi sana. I'm also a teacher by profession. Trained in university. Yeah. So hiyo ni kofia ya pili by the grace of God. Then from there, kama Reinhard, wakati nilikuja there's a time I was in church because unajua mimi ni mtoto wa mchungaji.
Yes.
And all my life I've been pastor's house. I've been raised in a pastor's house.
Yes.
So I used to go to church. As much as I was doing crazy things in this town, most people know me in this town. I've been this crazy young man, taking liquor, womanizer, and all this stuff. I've done crazy things.
All sort of things.
All sort of things. Yes, but one day when I was in church, my life turned around. My life turned around. When we were in church, there's a man of God called Pastor Makosi who was preaching. That is in Joe Ministry.
Yes.
And while I was there, it happened that some people think that spiritual world is not real. But allow me to rectify that. Spiritual world is more real than the physical world. I'm telling you. I met Jesus himself. Nobody could preach for me in order for me to change. As much as I was in the pastor's house. But I saw his presence was full that day. I met him literally. I wasn't able to look in his eyes. And since that day, I remember the date. It was 3rd of February. Yes.
3rd February.
3rd February.
Of which year?
Yes, like it's like 6-7 years
7 years ago.
8 years ago. Yes. So when that happened, I decided, because my eyes were opened in the spiritual realm, and then I saw that the presence was full in the church, and I decided to turn my life, give my life to Jesus, now 100%. Then from there, I started ministering in church. I became a youth leader at your ministry. I've served in praise and worship, in Sunday school, I've in outreach team. I've served in all departments in church. Then after that, there's a job that I got. I went to Migori.
Yes.
And there's a church called IGM. I was promoted to be a youth pastor.
Youth pastor.
Yes. Now, kofia inakuja hapo wengine being a pastor now.
Hiyo kofia ya tatu sasa.
Kofia ya tatu.
Yes.
Kuwa passive.
Kuwa pastor.
Yes. And by the grace of God, Reinhard was married at some point. Yes, I was married. That is 2017.
Yes.
I did a good wedding.
Wonderful.
And by the grace of God, God helped me. I didn't have a job, but I did a very colorful wedding without using even a single coin.
A single coin.
People stood with me.
Oh yes.
Yes, ilikuwa wakati wa kuvuna.
Kuvuna.
Because I stood the work of God, I stood with the young people.
Yes.
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 So I did a very wonderful wedding by the grace of God. But later on, 2019, 2020, I lost my wife.
Oh, well, what happened?
Yeah, during her pregnancy, the pregnancy was small. Then now the problem came after delivery. This condition called eclampsia triggered that.
Oh.
And she was in ICU for 6 days. We lost her. And we buried her 2020, 25th, 2020. I have a son called Miles Elion Namdi.
Miles
Elion Namdi.
Oh,
My son, currently 2 years.
Yes.
Yeah, huyu jamaa amenyonya tu for only 14 days.
14 days.
A great man of God.
Oh yes.
Yeah, he's a senior.
Yes,
Yes. So that's what I've gone through. And now through that, my story becomes something else. Now that's when I come in now as a motivational speaker. Now after that, I came back to Busia. I love Busia people because they stood with me. As much as I was living in Kakamega by that time, I had relocated.
Yes.
But people from Busia stood with me in the time of the funeral and all this stuff. They advised me, they were so close to me. They gave me a shoulder to lean on. Then after that, I got a job, I went to Goma. Then I met a man of God this year, on 15, called Prophet Fred Akama.
Fred Akama.
Yes, the owner of Tent of Testimony TV and Ministry. He is my spiritual father. He is the man of God that has called me, lifted me up, anointed me to serve the Lord. Currently, I'm serving under him at Tent of Testimonies International Ministries Busia. So I am a pastor in Busia.
Okay.
Now that is Reinhard. That's Reinhard.
Oh yes. Wonderful.
Thank you.
What a story.
Yeah.
Now, what inspired you to now become a motivational speaker? What really inspired you?
Now, you see, we have several motivational speakers.
Yes.
There are those ones who read books.
Yes.
There are those ones who have gone to school
Yes.
just to be motivational speakers.
Yes.
But for me, my life experience, what I've gone through has inspired me to be a motivational speaker. I didn't plan to be a motivational speaker. But since my childhood, as I am right now, I am a walking book. You can refer from my life.
Oh, yes.
So I am a motivational speaker, not that I wanted to be, but because of what I've gone through in life. My life itself is a story. My life itself can inspire someone. Yes. That's why I come in as a motivational speaker. What I've learned through experience to be a motivational speaker. I wouldn't want anyone to go through what I've gone through. I know areas to handle and how to handle issues concerning life.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And to the youths who are listening to us right now and watching us,
Right.
What can you tell them now that that self-drive, so that they can believe in themselves, having given us your story? What can you share with them, please?
Yeah, you know, those who are saying me, I know some of you are going through a lot of things, but I'm here to tell you that after every desert, there must be a Jericho. After every pain, after all you have gone through, after all the struggles, there is always a green pasture.
Oh yes.
Yes, there's always a green pasture. You will not remain in the desert forever.
Kabisa. Hautakuwa msitu kabisa.
Not in the desert forever.
Yes.
There's time. The Bible talks about in Ecclesiastes.
Yes.
Now, if I speak as a man of God,
Yes.
in Ecclesiastes, the Bible talks about seasons and time.
Yes.
Kuna majira.
Majira.
There's time to be born, there's
Yes.
time to die.
Yes.
There's time you go through pain.
Yes.
Pain is not meant to kill someone.
Yes.
Pain is meant to make you strong. Learn to embrace. Young people, learn to embrace the storms that you are facing in life. You can use your storms to be an inspiration in the society.
Very true.
Yes.
And Finland, Reinhard.
Yes.
What does the difficult situation have you gone through as a motivational speaker?
Yeah, as motivational speakers we go through a lot, but there's something that cuts across every motivational speaker. Fear of the unknown.
Fear of the unknown.
Yes. Fear of the unknown. It's even the time that you're in school, anytime the teacher will tell you, now stand, go ahead, go and do this read this text.
The confidence.
There's always this fear that comes.
Yes.
Then at this age, you find that I'm invited to people who are older than me. Someone wants you to speak about marriage.
Yes.
And I've only been in marriage for 2 years, 2
my.
months, 2 weeks,
my.
and 2 days.
Explaining to the one who has been in marriage for over 50 years.
I'm telling you.
Oh my.
What will you tell this person? You need wisdom. It needs the grace of God. I'm telling you.
This is true.
Fear of the unknown. Because sometimes when you are talking, you are like, what is this? The voices that come. What is this man? Because he looks at you, you're wondering, is he digesting? Is he taking these things positively? Ama anafikiria
anakuangalia
mtoto anasema nini? Anajua maisha kweli? So the fear of the unknown.
Okay.
That is the most
difficult
moment that sometimes we face when we are to speak to. Yes, because you find you might be trying to inspire people who are the age of your father and your mother.
Hata wengine wanasema wewe ni mjukuu yangu.
Exactly.
What are you telling me?
After everything they are like, no, you in age ya mjukuu wangu. You see that? So fear of the unknown.
Fear of the unknown.
Only that.
I see.
Yes.
Now you are parting short for today's topic on inspiration and aspire.
Now, allow me, sir, to speak to these young people.
Yes.
When I was in campus, I had a very good lecturer that once told me, when you move out from this place, don't think of employment. Think of employing. So I want to speak to the young people, not only in Busia or Western, but in Kenya, in East Africa, in Africa. It's time that we must stand up, we must rise. If we wait to get job or the government to create employment, then we will miss it. You will find that we will be frustrated in life. But if we have this mentality of creating employment, start something, even if it's something small. Start. I've seen people who have started business even without money.
True.
Young people taking mutumbas, going and sell, bringing back the money to the owner and keeping the capital. And right now they are millionaires.
Oh yes, very true.
So it's something, I went to Moi all that time only to gain or to receive that. That was the most important thing that I got.
Oh yes.
Than all the stuff that I got in Moi University. That is the statement that changed my life. That is the statement. So I want to encourage young people. You will live a frustrated life if you wait for the government, blaming the government that there is no employment.
Oh yes.
Think of opening a cave.
Oh yes.
Think of having a car wash.
Oh yes.
Kinyozi salon and all the stuff.
Yeah, Reinhard.
Yes.
To the many viewers who are watching us right now, how can we be reached in case they want to share something with you?
Okay, social media, find me Facebook, Reinhard Namdi, IG, find me at Reinhard Namdi. I also have a YouTube channel that I'm still working on at Reinhard Namdi. So everything Reinhard Namdi. And apart from that, you can also find me in Busia through them. Through Pevuka TV. You can find me through them. I stay in Busia. They have my phone number. So anytime you get this, contact them, they get it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good. Thank you, Reinhard, for sparing your time to share with us on Pevuka TV. It has been a wonderful segment, and catch us next time for another series that will discuss at length on issues related to youths. I have been your host, Pevuka. Stay tuned.
Sorry, cut.